What's up, guys, and welcome back to Qtopia. Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2, baby. Dude, I love this place so much. I love this series. I love how things are going, but I do not love this front entrance. This feels a little forgotten about, so today we are going to be building a better main street here. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard to pull me away from our water park. I really want to keep expanding over here and do some aqua coasters and things like that. But I feel like the park is really starting to come together, except for the very front. I mean, we've got a nice walk up here. Obviously, this looks amazing. You make your way up the hill, and then I feel like it just kind of falls a little bit flat. You know, this is a huge capture point for dollars. You know, everyone's going to be walking through this at least 2 times when they're here in the park, and you want to have a much better setup, more shops, more things going on, and also just kind of some better looking buildings and things. I really don't like these blue buildings. You guys know over in the water park, we've started to use some more themed buildings here, so I think we need to bring that over to the other parts of the park as well, and we're just going to try to make everything look a little bit better. We're going to be fixing up a lot of little things today. It's going to be fun. I don't know if we're going to be building much. We might build some smaller flat rides and stuff over here, but I really want to focus on making an epic main street that kind of fits the rest of the park. This right here is trash. We're going to get rid of this. This just looks awful. So let's get rid of all these little plants and everything. We can just honestly use our multi-tool. We might end up, oh gosh, okay, we probably don't want to do that. I'll just be patient. We'll go through, get these things one by one. I kind of want to put some sort of a big centerpiece down here, and I found a few fountain options that I feel like could be pretty interesting. So we've got this guy here. It's like a floral ball fountain, except it doesn't have the ball. All right, we've got this. Oh, the ball's down inside of it. Wait, this one doesn't have the ball either. Okay, those might be some losers. We've got this one here. That looks pretty cool. Multiple tiered pools, and you can kind of see, you know, we've got our mascots here, our Planet Coaster mascots, as well as a bunch of people having fun. Looks like we've got adults, we've got kids with balloons. I mean, this is giving me Walt Disney vibes. You always have that statue of Walt and Mickey when you first walk in. Then there was a Bellagio fountain, so if I want to see the water activity here. These I feel like could be really cool. I mean, that one's not bad. Oh, that has water coming down the sides. We're going to use this for sure. This one doesn't. It looks like it doesn't work as intended. Okay. I think we go with this one. We get rid of all these tables and chairs and umbrellas and trash cans and everything else too. Ah, this is actually kind of the perfect size too. So let's, I say we fill this in. Just make this one big area here. Beautiful. And then we can go in and we're going to be able to put down that fountain. It's going to be the first thing. It's not a fountain. It's a fountain, Trev. It's going to be the first thing that you walk into at the front of the park. Yeah, that's pretty epic right there. Look at that. Does that not look like you're about to have the best day ever? I love it. Okay, so we've got a fountain now. Really, one of the biggest things is we just, I mean, this is ugly. The blue buildings, these things have to go. I guess we can just, let's pick them off one by one. So this cheap beef, we're going to change this up. And I've gone through, I have spent a significant amount of time trudging through the menus and stuff. Look at stuff like this, dude. This looks insane. This is so much better than just the little thing there. So I need to think about how we want this to be laid out. I kind of feel like maybe not a lot around this area. And eventually we are going to be building a monorail. So maybe we'll have a monorail station in here. So we can get rid of all of this. We can get rid of these. Maybe have some bathrooms and stuff. And then I feel like Main Street should be kind of through here. This should be the main area. So we can start her off with a beautiful chief beef. I'm not sure how it wants us. So it's inside there. Here, let's pause this. We're gonna move all of these things back because we're gonna end up deleting these. We're gonna find better replacements for them. I'm not gonna put a body dryer. Well, we might want to have a body dryer. You probably would because the rain or anything. We'll move all of these bathrooms, all of these everything over into a corner, and then we're just gonna replace these things as we go. We're gonna be putting the nice chief beef in here. Let's get them set up like that. That is beautiful. Oh, that looks so much better. Can delete these. We're gonna move some you know, benches and stuff around eventually, but then we could come in with our path tool and let's just kind of fix things up, make sure everything looks good. If we stamp that there, it kind of gives us like a more permanent thing. I think we're gonna have a lot more stamping happening, but okay, we've got our first official restaurant. Viva La Vegan, you're up next. Let's delete that. Let's see what we're gonna be doing with this. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so beautiful. We've got a Viva La Vegan and a Latte Love in the same thing with some restrooms. Okay, so this is going to be like a corner piece. Maybe something like that. How does that look? Ooh, I kind of don't mind the green there. If we set it up a little bit nicer, maybe something like this, then we can take our path tool and we can bring this across and we can kind of bring it into the rest of our area here. Obviously, not the perfect thing with the curve that we have going on, but okay, we've got a Viva La Vegan there. That looks really good. Next up, Hot Dog Squad. Now, this one was interesting. I had a hard time finding a good, like, modern building. We have a small one here that looks, I mean, it's pretty similar to Chief Beef. We could kind of put those together, but I feel like that's not that great. I really like this thing. Really want to start adding more food trucks around the park. I feel like maybe over here, because it kind of looks like a race car with like the flames and stuff coming down the side. So if we set this thing up, put them right here next to the walkway, then we can take our path thing and we can set up kind of like a little back area there. I want to make sure it's nice and even. That looks pretty good. All right, so we've got a little hot dog thing and a little area for an employee to work out back behind it. Love it. Gulpy Soda. This one, I think we've got a pretty good one here. There's actually a lot of them. So we've got, you know, kind of some Sprite-looking ones here. Sprunk from GTA. We can place these around the park a little bit. We've got a super modern one here. Yeah, this is the play. The thing is obviously we have heavy tiki vibes over here, and I want kind of mainly tiki vibes throughout the park. I want it to feel natural. You know, we've got a lot of natural vegetation and stuff. We've got our Viking area back here, so we're going to get some better Viking themed buildings like for these guys over here. Over here, I feel like it can be a little bit more modern, like that colorful Gulpy one. We're going to try to keep it traditional, fairly modern, but I feel like this front area should just be really bold, modern, memorable, that kind of thing. We've got a giant spire in the middle of all of it, so let's try to make it as memorable as possible. So a Gulpy Soda, I feel like, I mean, we could, I don't know if I want that to be the monorail station. I feel like a Chief Beef and a soda place right next to each other makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and move these over. We can make this all one pathway. I don't want to completely take this over because I think if we put some like planters in there, that could be kind of nice. Or do we just want to have it all in one? I guess we could maybe have it all in one. Might make a bit more sense. All right. Dude, that looks sick. I love that so much. We could open this thing up. We're obviously going to have to worry about power and stuff eventually, but that looks amazing right there. All right. Gelato Bros. Just going to keep moving down the path here. We've got some nice tiki themed ones that we're going to be able to use over in our other parks. So we could like, we can worry about that later. I was going to say we could start doing some of those now. This is the one that I wanted for this. This is a giant statement piece here. This has to be in a central area. I feel like it really fits well with the green over here, the pink and green that we could have going on. So let's have, I kind of feel like it should come out onto the pathway a little bit. Oh, dude, that is so freaking sick. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. Oh, the people. So think about whoever made this. Think about the amount of work and effort that went into this. And then it goes up on the workshop and idiots like me can use it. Dude, that is absolutely insane. That is a level of talent that I will never understand. Can I see who made that? It doesn't say. I can find it. So basically for all these, all I do is go into the workshop and then you just search the name of the place, or you can search like tiki or modern or whatever else. So you can see some of the food trucks and stuff. Where is this one? If you search gelato, you'll find it. Ooh, that one's pretty nice right there. There's a giant Caribbean one. Look at this giant Gelato Paradise with the slushy and the Cosmic Cow. We are going to subscribe to that for sure. Where is this thing? Ooh, see, I love this. We can get one. See, like what I'm thinking, this one we could put over on the beach next to the wave pool. Could be kind of cool. Did I pass it? We could search in our workshop and look through our subscriptions. But dude, stuff like this. Are you kidding me? A Splash Emporium for tubes and stuff. We could put a lifeguard stand out on the beach. Right here. Hamster fart. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's the share code if you guys want to use this thing. It looks like it doesn't have great reviews, which is weird because that looks absolutely insane. I love that. Slush Hour. Let's see what we've got going on for slush. Checking our blueprints. We've got some really cool vans here. I love the van concept. We're going to have those all throughout the park. We've got these modern ones I really liked. I thought they all kind of matched together pretty well. So we can put like a slush shop over here, kind of matches the Ferris wheel that we've got going on. Oh shoot, that's different terrain. I don't like that. We're gonna take all this. We're gonna flatten all this here. There we go. It's not really working, so maybe we put this over here. It'll look good there. I like that there. Definitely gonna fix up the tile here. Make sure it all matches though. I think technically what we can do is if we get the customize brush, we could just customize it all to be perfect. And the fact that you have, you know, the service windows, so we're gonna have people going up to use that, but then to help prevent the lines, we've also got the vending machines. I think you can actually get stuff out of the vending machines, which is kind of cool. Body dryer and stuff we'll worry about later. I really want to focus on food. We've got a Latte Love. We already have that in our little double building. What about a Just a Momento? Yes, this was another really nice one. All right. I don't know why it has the trees coming out of it. I feel like a corner shop right there could make sense. And then we're... Oh, wait. We need to edit individually. Yeah, there we go. And get all that taken care of. We've got an info booth or a guest services. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously that's going to be pretty important to have a guest service. Oh, yeah. We've got like a full-on guest service center here. Now, I know we had one of these over towards the front. I do feel like this is going to be a pretty important building to have right at the front of the park. So maybe do we put this guy right here? That doesn't look bad. And we've got like a little, what's it called? We got people phasing through it right now, but this is that like a planter? That looks like a planter thing. We could take some of these that we were using elsewhere. We really like these, so we could kind of have these in the planter. So you've got your guest services as soon as you first get into the area, and that means we can delete these. So we're gonna have to fix that up. I think these guest service buildings are gonna be pretty important, so I would think we kind of want to put these relatively. We don't need them to be that big though. Is there smaller, like better looking guest services that we've been able to find? We've got some tiki themed ones, of course. Dude, some of them are so good. Like, look at this. We could put a pool themed pool pass guest services over in our pool area. Like, little things like that are what really make this special. We're gonna have a lot of buildings, a lot of transformers, a lot of things we're gonna have to build here. If we can, I want to try to get one of every building all throughout this main area. So like, dude, look at some of these. Oh, this is so nice. Imagine little, you know, sushi trucks around the thing. You could put that over in our water park and stuff. I can't wait to get over there, but I did get a bigger sushi building. I wasn't sure how big it was going to be. It's massive. Okay. This is like, I mean, if you guys have been to Disney Springs, we got Morimoto over there. I'm thinking, so this is causing a ruckus for us over here. Let's just delete all these. Sorry to the family that we just stranded over there at that ride. We might have to move the ride too. The ride's kind of looking a little meh, but let's, we're going to flatten all this out. I think we're going to need a bigger Main Street here. I don't want to mess up the trees over there. So we'll bring Main Street out a little bit because I think we can just cover the trees up and we'll come back for them later. I think we're going to need a little bit more space. So we're going to have this, bring that around, bring it around town. Eventually we're going to want it to go down, but we can at least bring it to there and we'll see what we need to do from there. We need a big spot for this sushi building. I mean, this is nice here. This is really, really cool. Dude, is there like, oh, hold on. Okay, let me go check the workshop. This is the stuff I live for, man. Like, building the rides and stuff is so cool. And I really like the water park. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's again, like I said at the intro, it's killing me not to do it, but just like the little details, the little nuances and intricacies. I wanted to see if there was any sort of like a koi pond or something. Nobody's made a koi pond. I guess technically there's no koi, so maybe we'll look for like a pond, or maybe we search like Asian or Japanese or something. I just want some sort of a water feature or something that we can kind of build around, you know what I mean? We've got lampposts, we've got Asian style shops and buildings and stuff, but I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I guess, is there a cherry blossom? We could make some sort of a moat or something. Ooh, cherry blossom. Okay, we could definitely do this. There's a monument. There's a cherry chaser thing. I guess we'll stick with the cherry blossom tree. Doesn't have to be perfect, but all right, that looks pretty good there. Looking to add little extras wherever we can. So we can have a little cherry blossom tree out front. Maybe kind of framing it on each side. Then we can bring our pathway in, make sure everything's paid in here. Beautiful. All right, and you know what? We've been leaving the sun kind of at the same place. Let's bring it over here so that we can see things a little bit better. We've got some light on the front of these buildings. So we've got a little Asian shop there. Pizza Pin. We've got a modern Pizza Pin here. So I'm thinking Pizza Pin maybe towards the front. I feel like this is going to be a a pretty good cellar. Put it right on this corner. Beautiful. And then we're going to fix that up and make sure all of our paths are looking the same. To be honest, I don't know if I love this sunlight. I like the 11 a.m. that we had. Everything's a little bit brighter. All right, so starting to get a main street going here. Obviously, there's going to be a lot that we're going to have to do to kind of tie this all together and add plants and things and make it look nice before we're done with it. But we just need to get the base buildings down first. I've got a whole list over here. Cosmic Cow. This is pretty sweet here. We've got a giant Cosmic Cow and Gelato Bros all in one building. Kind of want to make this almost like a food courty style area. And you know what? We probably should make all of this all the same thing. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit strange. So we can have all of that come around. We could put maybe planters and stuff here. I don't love this. Why is that doing that? I mean, I guess if we have to have steps, we have to have steps. Otherwise, we're going to be deleting all this and going back and rearranging everything. It's just because it wasn't perfectly level. It is a little bit weird that this guy, all of this is kind of not great. I mean, we're not chasing perfection here. I thought about saving it, but it's not going to be perfect. The ground's not level. You have random steps and stuff in places all the time. We're not ever going to notice that outside of that. So that looks pretty good right there. And honestly, if we box all of these in, we could turn a lot of this into staff pathing and put a generator back there, or a power distributor if we need to. Could also probably put one back here. We've got a modern pip shot juice. I feel like maybe a juice coming out of the water park could be kind of interesting. So we'll set that one up there. Wait, this says Gelato Bros. I thought that was going to be a pip shot, but it's fine. We've got kind of a cute pip shot juice area here. And you know what? Maybe if we filled all of this in, we could kind of have this in between. So you've got ice cream, you've got whatever you want to call it, coffee, you've got Viva La Vegan, and then you've also got your pip shot juice over here. Oh, we fixed it. Let's go. Okay. All right. That, not gonna lie, that feels a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of little chairs and stuff over here. That could be kind of a tiny little food court. So Delightful is a really fun building here. Trying to think where we would want to put this. Maybe towards the entrance of our water park. You can grab a soda on the way in. It kind of looks a little water parky too, so we can have that there. That's beautiful. That's actually one of the main pieces of feedback in our park. If we go to what guests are saying, a lot of people are saying they're getting thirsty, so we're gonna need a lot of drink food trucks around the place. It also looks like we need to work on the litter as well. We're getting there, baby. We've got a couple of hats fantastic options. Let's see which one we want to go with. So we've got one that's a brick building. We've got one that's a giant hat. We're definitely going to be going with the giant oh wait, hold on, there's a third one that I found, one that looks like a bee with the yellow and black. I'm gonna go with the bigger one. I want big and bold here, baby. Let's get rid of the restrooms and the body dryer. We aren't gonna need those, and I feel like this one's kind of fun if we put it right there. We've got a Looney Balloons, which I feel like we could put over here. We're just trying to hit every single retail option that we possibly can. Come to Qtopia, get your retail therapy, and then finally we've got a Splash Emporium, which some of these are so good, dude. Look at these. So I think this sells like pool toys and floats and things like that. Look at some of these. There's rentals. There's one that's like a van. Like, these are so sick. There's a more tropical looking one. This, like we said before, all right, you know what? I gotta put this thing. Shaped like a giant lifeguard stand at like a California beach or something. So we're gonna put this right there. Oh shoot, it's a little tall, Trev. I feel like there's pretty nice. That's beautiful. And then we could take our path tool. Let's just make sure this gets down to the ground. Look at that. That looks so sick. And it fits so well. So we're going to have to get over to this side eventually. Oh my gosh, we have so many things without power. But for this side, I don't even know if you would really need a Splash Emporium for this area. I guess we could do a basic one just to make sure that we have everything all in one area. I just feel like it doesn't really fit, so I don't think I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh, this looks so much more alive. I mean, you kind of have to walk a little bit to get into the retail space here, so you can skip it if you want. I wish we could have designed it a little bit better that you had to walk through this section, but I guess it's good to give our customers options. Look at all of these. This is so beautiful. We just got to make it look a little better, and it's got to actually work. So we're gonna get a transformer thing. If we put one here, it's going to be able to get all of that. That's amazing. We can literally get every single shop in here except for the one on the corner. So let's link that into our power grid. I think we're going to need some more transformers for sure. And then if we do a second one, not going to have a great spot to put this. Guess if we put it there, is that going to cover both of those? This one's right in the middle. I'm just gonna put it in those things there. Okay, so everything has power. We're definitely, dude, I still don't even really know. Is there a thing like there's got to be a form that tells you research? It's not research. That's how you get new things. There's got to be a form that tells you how much energy you're using. I figured it would be in heat maps. Power, water cleanliness. It's not in heat maps though. I don't know where to see attractions and shops. Maybe no utilities. I don't know, dude. Let's run this. Let's see. I've just been periodically adding generators as we go if it tells me that things are out of power. So we'll see what's going on. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They need help! Oh no! I didn't realize we had stranded them there. Okay, so let's just start this one over. We could completely delete that, and then we can go in and just make a new exit for them. Oh nope, we want the stone shell path here. Beautiful. Okay, so those people are good to go. So that's taken care of. This part's still active. Let's see what are the things. Doesn't have enough power. I mean, the powers are all done. Many guests are thirsty. We're working on that, baby. Guests are trapped in the park. We're working on that. Many guests think that's too scary. Well, that's because it's up on the mountain and it's never actually going to run and carry humans on it. Okay, beautiful. I guess we kind of have a main street that's working. Now we just need to make it look a little bit better. I think we take this and we kind of make this all work together a little nicer. I'm looking to round out some of these corners, and then let's come in and let's just get all of this all on the same page. We're going to have this be kind of a walk-through food court area. Obviously, we're going to have to hide this guy over here, but that way we need something on the back side of this. That's not very attractive. I mean, really, I guess, well, these do look a lot better. Yeah, we need, just kidding. Is that, I think that's another, maybe that's a window you can use. I don't know. Maybe we make that kind of more of the food court area. These circle tables are kind of fun. I like these. Do we want to go, I mean, the red's not bad. So we could just kind of pepper these around here a little bit. Make a weird 5 logo. Maybe we have it be a little bit more sporadic. So we'll put these kind of around the place, and then we can have some more traditional tables as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be lived in, baby. It's like, you know, your house. Do you keep that perfectly clean all the time? No, it's lived in. So we can have some random tables all over the place, places to sit. We're definitely gonna have to add some benches and stuff. Oh, and nice, it matches the one that came with the Pip Shot juice, so that's pretty cool. We could take this and duplicate this and start putting these inside of them. Maybe have open air on the traditional picnic tables, and then have these have the umbrellas over them in case you want a little bit of relief from the sun. Yeah, that's looking a little bit nicer. I do think in general a lot of these places could use a bit more seating area, so maybe we put that there. We've got walkways all over the place. I don't want to do that. We could definitely do, if we grab our scenery brush or our terrain, we're gonna make this soil in here, and we could do like a little planter or something. Or honestly, you know what, we have a lot of nice planters. Let's actually stamp this in here so it's all one thing, and we can go in. Let's take a look at some planters in the workshop. A nice planter. Beautiful. I love it. So we're just going to grab, we've got a 2x2 planter. Ooh, so delightful with planter. Yes, I'm getting that. We might be switching that out. We've got some flowers and a bench. That's what I'm talking about. This is beautiful, dude. People are so freaking talented. I like the lights here. I could just sit here and do this all day. Some nice benches. Got another little flower planter. Got some banana palms. That's good. Really, any and everything. I just like a lot of green in my park here. Mediterranean planters. Those are kind of nice. I don't want to get too crazy with the theming. I just want nice planters. I mean, some of these could look really good. Planter with benches. Some of those could look really good in our water park, so we can subscribe to these. There's another cherry blossom with seating. We could put that over by our Asian restaurant. We've got some window boxes. We already have this one. We've got some coral planters. That could be interesting. You know what? I'm going to save that. The sea garden, we're going to put that over in our water park. I mean, we could really go crazy with these and kind of add them all around the park, to be honest. So yeah, like this thing here. Instead of having both of these on each side, let's delete all of those. And then we can do another type of planter over on the other side. And it's going to add some bench seating, and then we could take these and we could bring these back so you get a little bit more room to breathe over here. I don't think we want it to go that far, so maybe we go with something like that. Bring it all back together. All right, you got a little space to hang out. We could probably move this, put it more in the middle. Maybe we'll end up putting some water or some sort of another feature back there at some point. That's going to be kind of another thing that we've got to link up with the rest of the park eventually. But yeah, that looks a little bit better. Obviously, I love the, you know, again, going back to, we want to try to keep this as original as possible. It feels like you're literally just on this tropical island. There happens to be a theme in a water park here. Like, I like all of our natural vegetation, but it is nice to have some stuff that's a little bit more purposeful and you know, looks a little bit nicer than just spraying palm trees everywhere. I mean, like, we could have this thing here, have it jut out like this. Let's fix this so it goes all the way back. I mean, it is a little bit weird to let people walk behind the buildings, but it is what it is. So we've got that there, and then we could have this come out and then have it come back. So we've got kind of a, we could probably move this to line up a little bit better. We've got another little planter situation here. And you know what? It would be super easy to just add some nice modern benches along this thing. So we can have one on each side, there and there, and then we could have probably two on the other long sides. Try to get this as perfect as we can. I don't think it's actually going to be perfect, but you know, it's somewhat symmetrical. So that looks nice there. Look at that, dude. That, I mean, that just changes that whole area. Really like this tree here. This thing is nice. The thing is, we're so swoopy. I feel like it's a lot of the you know, benches and things are all pretty, what do you want to call it? Like square, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So I guess we could maybe put this thing here. Does this, I mean, that's a little Viking looking actually. You know what? Let's move that. We could put this over here. Maybe put it back here. And these things got to go. So we got a chief beef and a gulpy over here. Let me see if we can find some chief beef and gulpy Viking things in the workshop. This is going to be a risky click. Viking beef. That could be a little bit concerning. Viking Frenzy Phil, the world of Midgard. We've got a Viking fountain. I'm going to take that. Dude, see, there are so many options. Okay, we've got a Soda Lightful. We've got a chief beef. We want some, ooh, scenery. Viking scenery house. Dude, some of this stuff is so good. Information booth. All right, so let's just go coal mine entry. Viking bathrooms, tower scenery. Bro, are you kidding me? We've got a bunch of loop racers and stuff, so we want to start adding more rides. We totally can. Sliding doors, shop shells, box of bags, coal mine. We could put that up on the mountain since we've got the mountain back there. Another Viking themed ride, park entrance, Viking bar. Yes, we need a Viking pub over in the corner for sure. Some gift stores. Oh my gosh, dude, this little Viking cottage, and that looks like that might have bathrooms in it. Yeah, we could take that. This is a little overwhelming. There are so many cool options. So we're gonna get rid of this chief beef and this gulpy. Sorry, people. I know you guys were really excited about them. Let's get rid of the flowers too. I mean, I don't really feel like this chief beef is very Viking. I like this pizza pin. It's not really, I mean, it's kind of Viking. Not like super Viking, but it's kind of Viking. We could put a pizza pin over here. What we could do is put a generic chief beef right here, and then we could put a, people make like the shop shells. Where is it supposed to go in here? Like that. Can we put this over top of it? Get it down on the ground, push it back, get it lined up, and voila, we've got a chief beef Viking edition. Can we open this up? Let me open this up and see if that looks right. Yeah, that looks good. Delete all these. Then we can grab our path tool. Dude, we have learned so much about this game over the course of this series. We're going to put it like this. Try to bring it all the way across. Maybe we just go, even from this thing, we'll just go all the way back like that. So that you've got kind of a area here, and then we could do, you know, some tables. So we have stuff that's a little bit less happy and inviting and bright blue and pretty than those things there. Let's see what we have for picnic tables. Ah, look at this, a Viking picnic bench. Exactly what the doctor ordered. So we can have two underneath, maybe two outside, and then maybe a few dotted around here. Viking fountain. This thing looks pretty cool. Do we want to set this up? I mean, our Viking area isn't that big, so that's what's making this kind of hard. I guess we could set up a Viking fountain back next to the house. Could be kind of cool, just a little... I don't know if I love that, to be honest. We might skip the Viking fountain, but I do want that cave, the Viking cave entrance. Was it a mine? Yes, the Viking mine entrance. There we go. So if we put this guy back here, that is going to look pretty good. Delete these trees out of the way. We're going to have the trees on the sides for sure. Yeah, that looks sick. Now we're going to have to bring up our terrain to make this work. Look at that, dude. So we've got a little Viking mine back in the back. You can see a tree in here. I want to get rid of that if we can. Get rid of that. Beautiful. All right, little mine. All right. It's literally limitless how much customization we're going to be able to do here. I want to get back over here. I want to finish this up. I like this guy. I feel like maybe something like this, like a sitting area. Let's make this jump back in. Again, we don't want things to be perfect, so we're going to make this come in like that. We can stamp the rest of this out, and then we're going to be able to go with that kind of a sitting planter. This is nice if you get something from Looney Balloons, or maybe you get your ice cream and then you come over here and you want to be a little bit more, you know, with nature. We can put that guy there. Is that floating? It's floating. Bring this down so it's not floating anymore. Okay, make sure it's centered. We want to have it a little bit off the path so that people walking the path have space to walk, but you also have a place to rest. Dude, this is already looking so much better. Just look at our retail area, dude. This looks so good. I guess can't reach this? Really? Why? Oh, there's just a memento in the back of this? That's fine. You know what? We don't want that there. Just delete it. We're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist. I had no idea that was a double-sided building. That's kind of a fun concept, though. This isn't centered. I know I'm crazy. Cannot stand when things are not centered. Oh, shoot. I thought I had everything selected. 7 items. There we go. All right, let's move this so that it's perfectly centered. I really... That one, the fountain that we had here at the start of the episode, I liked... Was it this one? No. This guy. This is cool. Oh, I have an idea. I'm going to delete all this. We're going to trap some guests, but it's no big deal. They'll find their way out, I'm sure. Could put this guy right there in the middle, and then we could build a queue path to start here. Then we could kind of try to curve around it. Doesn't really want to curve perfectly. Ooh, if you turn the snap, I think we just, let's put the path down first. This is harder than it looks. We think that's going to be big enough? I don't think that's going to be big enough. Shoot. This is such a silly thing to even worry about, Trev, but there we go. Is that going to be big enough? It's pretty close. I'm happy with that. All right, so we got a little fountain in there. Speed this up, get those guests out of there. All right, we're good to go. I mean, this is all looking pretty good here. From like I mean, we need to fix this up. I don't want to over planter it and stuff. I don't want to under planter it and stuff. It's kind of a dangerous situation here. Let's just cover this thing up in as many palms and tropical trees as we possibly can. We don't want to lose the fact that we have kind of a fairly natural park happening, so obviously a lot of grass here. We're probably going to cover that with plants and stuff. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I don't really know what I want to do with this grass. It might be okay to have some open grass. Like I'm thinking it's like a lawn that you can go lay out on, or you know, set up like some poof chairs or something, and guests can go out there. They can't actually go out there in the game, but it kind of makes sense to let them have a nice space to be able to walk around and not feel like they're constantly in a jungle. Like this is clean. This is open and clean. I think, you know, we're going to add little water features and stuff as we go, but this is nice. Speaking of water features, and again, this is, you know, we're just laying the foundation here, and then we're going to keep adding things as we go. We've got a medium fountain. That's nice. I'm thinking some, like, small fountain there. That's not bad. This guy's not bad. I think anything water, grass, plants, that kind of thing is going to look good. A Viking fountain, absolutely. Another huge Viking fountain there. That looks sick. Yeah, I think fountains. Pegasus spinning fountain, that's fun. I don't know if we're really Pegasus themed, though. This is kind of a fun one if we're doing kind of a pool fountain or something. I mean, that one's nice. It's a little too Roman Empire-y. You know, some of these, the Poseidon, mythological. Ooh. Simple fountain here with just a hand. Water coming out of the top of the fan. Okay. Let's see if we can add some of these. I mean, we don't really have a lot of space left in here. Does this add the water and everything too? It does, dude. That is beautiful. I'm tempted to put it here instead of the sitting area, but I do like the sitting area. I don't know if we have any space for this yet, but we'll definitely make it in the park somewhere. Something a little bit smaller, maybe. Viking fountain we could add over here just to give us a little bit more going on instead of just plants and stuff. Get rid of the bushes that are blocking it. Yeah, dude, that's sick right there. Looks like we need some more power. Should we add some more solar? I'm gonna see if I can't add a little solar farm back here. So we can just line these guys up and then link them into the current power grid. And then I'm gonna say, you know what? You know, solar's great and all, but we still need some OG power options as well. So let's put some traditional power stations in here as well, just to make sure everything is all powered up. Beautiful. So our little power grid over there, the most that we have in any one area. We honestly could have made like one half of the park, or not half, but like one section, like maybe back behind this mountain, put all of the power stuff back here, which by the way, we still do need a Viking coaster back there. That's going to be fun. Instead of having like a power station there, a power station here, a power station all over, it would kind of help out with that. We need some more relays out there. Dude, this thing is immaculate. Are you kidding me? Look at that. This looks kind of Viking. Hold on. We need to put this somewhere. It's huge, though, is the problem. I was going to put it over here. Maybe up here? Could be kind of cool. I just feel like that takes up a lot of space for a pretty cool thing, but yeah, that's like a lookout point. You don't want to be covered up there. I don't know where we're going to put this. Maybe over here? Could be kind of interesting eventually. I don't know. We're going to have to come back to a lot of this stuff. We could put a simple fountain right here. If we move this thing back, let's confirm this selection and group all the scenery. So that way, anytime we click on it, we can move it all at once. We could move this back. And then this simple fountain, I guess we're just going to leave where it is. I kind of want to pull that up. Hold on. Move this back, and then we could do that fountain. Or honestly, we could put it like, put a smaller one there, and then maybe do a diamond around it. Something like that could be kind of interesting. All right, I don't hate that. Just to keep it out of the pathway. I want some more water wherever we can get it. Yeah, that's not bad. Kind of a little space to sit. You got a little fountain there. That looks pretty good. Gonna center our main entrance fountain. And I think we add some food carts and stuff over here. We're gonna have to fix this stuff up as well. But we have a lot of beach stuff that I found. So if we look in blueprints, there's a lot of it that's tiki. So like we've got tiki toilets here. This is kind of a fun thing. We can set up some tiki toilets right there. We've got a splash emporium. If you want to buy some stuff, we could set this up. You know, maybe this is like a little retail space over here, so we can do some splash emporium rentals right there. And then we have some other little stuff. There's it's like food and drink. We've got a Gelato Bros we can put next to that. We've got a, the sushi slush tiki stand we could have kind of over here. Slush hour, baby. We're going to put that like that. And then, of course, we're going to want to move these guys. Get the benches out of the bushes there, and then we can kind of copy some of these over. I really like these tables, dude. This looks nice. Move that guy over there. So we've got 3 tables. This one's going to have to be moved as well. So let's move this guy. Move that guy. You've got kind of a beachy area to go grab a slushie if you need it. You've got your shops. You've got your rentals. Surf's Tiki Bar. Dude, are you freaking kidding me? I love this. I'm going to set this up on the corner. We've got double signs here. I want to put this... Can we put this up on stilts? Will it... Oh, it doesn't have stilts under it. I was really hoping we had stilts. Okay. So I'm going to try to flatten all of this out, at least to the water there. Dude, this water park is going to be my absolute pride and joy. Okay, so we're going to put the giant tiki bar over here. I mean, I guess we put it something like this, and you've got some water views. Dude, that is nice. Hold on. Let's back it up a little bit more. Do we want it in the sand? We might have to unfill this water and fix that there. Get rid of that, and then we can continue to flatten that out a little bit. Put some clear water back in there. That looks good. Do we want to go a little bit higher on the clear water maybe? I'm going to get rid of this. A little bit higher doesn't look bad. All right, and then we can make sure that we have the sand over all of that. Do we want toes in the sand, or do we want to have... I mean, it's got wooden floors there. I guess we just bring the wooden floors throughout. So let's make sure we've got our horizontal wood, our vertical wood, and we can make this look really nice. Ah, no. Why do you do that to me? Okay, well, we can at least have a walkway there. That's nice. And then I know we have, we have one over here. Yes, I like these guys. Put one there and one there on the other side. Look at that. Surf's Tiki Bar, baby. Oh my goodness. I would spend a ridiculous amount of time just belly up to this bar enjoying our day, dude. All of this looks so good. It literally looks like one of the bars at Volcano Bay. Like that looks amazing. All right, so we got a Tiki Bar. Tiki Tube rentals we're not going to do. We are going to be making a lazy river at some point. There's another Tiki Bar. I mean, you can't go too far without having a bar, you know what I mean? So maybe I want to have it right next to it. Maybe we put it down here. How's that looking? Another Tiki Bar. We've got a Latte Love and stuff in there. We could potentially put those in, but I don't even think we need them. What we do need is these tables to be down on the ground. So I'm going to move these out, and then we can just delete these. Not sure why these are floating here. Let's get this down on the ground, and then... Or actually, you know what? I think we're gonna have to do each one. We could just put 1, 2. The inside of this one's a little bit messed up, but the vibe is cool. So I'm gonna make sure we keep it. Let's delete that. Well, computer just crashed. We might save that one for later. We'll see what happens. I have been a little bit worried about that. I've been noticing that our performance is going down over time, just because I feel like we're starting to get really, bunched up. There's a lot of stuff going on, so. We need to be careful about choosing things that do a lot of movement and have like a lot of little intricate pieces and stuff, I think, but we should be okay. We just might have to delete some things as it comes in. I'm going to put let's put some tubes outside of this thing. That's kind of a fun little thing. I want to put those next to our lazy river too. Let's see any other small tiki things. There's a shop, tiki toilets, tiki gelato bros. I definitely feel like we need some little things back here in the water park. I mean, this seems pretty appropriate. We've got a body dryer as well as an ice cream shop back here. We can open that thing up. How about a Tiki Resort juice bar? This is kind of a fun thing. Maybe center it over here. That looks a little bit better. Let's make sure that we delete the bushes that are encroaching on the area that guests can enjoy their meal. Move this guy over a little bit. Got a lot of bushes happening here. I like it. Sometimes it starts to be a bit much. Like, there's literally bushes on top of bushes back here. We have so many freaking bushes. Let's make sure that we get this to match. Dude, this and our Viking area are so good. Now, I want to keep working on it. I want to keep going for more. So, is there anything else? A Tiki Resort Vegan Cafe. That's fun. Maybe we put that over here because we don't have any food over here rather than that big thing that we were trying to do. Again, delete some of the extra plants and stuff. Make that all match. Beautiful. Tropical is also a huge word. So like, dude, I love the little itty bitty things like this. Like, I love this guy. Look at him. You guys remember the ones at the very start of the park? The entrance, the little trio? We've got another one here. I want these guys to be our little mascots. We've got a little Pip Shot juice here. So this is something, you need a little pick-me-up. Maybe this is going to be hidden back in the bushes back here. I love that it lets you... Let's delete all these bushes back behind it. I love that it lets you just, place random things everywhere. Hold on, do we need to move this down a little bit? Like, I love that we don't need a huge building here. We could just have, a little hut, is what I was trying to say. Like, that's nice. Looks like we're going to need some extra power back here, so we can place this into the grid, and then I think we're also going to need one. We can put this one up in the mountain and bring it in, as well as one in the middle of these bushes and bring it in. There's going to be we're going to have such a big electricity bill, dude. It's going to be ridiculous. Another one in the bushes, bring that in. All right, everything's back online. So yeah, I think, I don't want to go too crazy here, but I think we're on the right track. Oh shoot, we didn't delete the bushes out of that. I want to keep moving forward in this sense. I want to keep building rides. I think next episode we'll probably get back to water. I would like to do some water coasters. I also really want to get back to some roller coasters, do the Viking coaster back here. And honestly, some of the flat rides in here could be kind of fun to finish up. So that's kind of our focus for the next couple. I also want to build a monorail station. We'll probably do that in the next couple to bring us around the park. But I really want to start getting some of the smaller details and finer details going. So hope you guys are down for that. But dude, this is looking so good. I cannot believe where we're at. It like gives me chills as to how much better this park looks than when we first opened. Look at that. Just look at the start of this episode. Look at this and look at what that looked like. Just some little blue and white buildings all over the place. Like, this is truly looking like a haven. So hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in our next one. Let's go build some aqua coasters. Peace out.